there is a big decision time coming up for Bitcoin. DavinciJ15 took his time again, came back to our show because today he has to share something very important. Bitcoin is in front of a huge decision zone, and whenever this decision is made, we will talk about whether Bitcoin will go more likely to the upside. We will share the exact price target, or whether Bitcoin will be more likely to go to the downside, and we will also share the exact price target. But Da Vinci already want to tell us what's way more likely at that point of time. So you want to be here, you want to see his exact setup, his exact game plan. So take a seat, take some minutes, smash up the like button. And that being said, we will also talk about the most suggested altcoin from the last episode. You can already start commenting and upvoting each other's suggestions. And also, we will cover some of DavinciJ15's most recent altcoin trades. And you really want to hear that, so stay here until the end. That being said, without any further ado, DavinciJ15, we want to come to the most important question of today. How are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing, well, not so good, because I was drinking a whole bottle of whiskey with my brother-in-law last night, and yeah, I'm a little bit hungover, but the show must go on. So how are you doing today, Chris?
Maybe a little better than you, but I also had better days. But we want to deliver on our promises. We want to push the content. So Da Vinci, we are here. We are doing our job. We hope the people appreciate that. Smash up the like button for that. And thank you that you took your time, even though you have a little hangover. But we can say you look very healthy and not hungover, like you look very sober. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
No problem, no problem. Maybe we can go into the Bitcoin charts and see what you want to share with us. Pretty sure you have some really interesting things to share, especially regarding the decision time.
Sure. Yes. Well, we know that Bitcoin has taken a 30% dump, right? From last few weeks now, and we want to know, well, where is Bitcoin going? Well, you know what? Pure technical analysis, people, you can see that Bitcoin is definitely has lower highs, and lower lows. So that definitely defines a bearish trend. Now, where can I see some sunshine in this, right? Because like I'm thinking, okay, AB equals CD, right? We clone this over here. We're pretty close to this buying area where I've marked for a long time here. This is the low trade location where if you could buy Bitcoins in this area, you're golden. That's the golden area. Now, so because this ABCD takes us really close to that, and there's a lot of traffic in that area, you might say, hey, you know what? We're probably going to head down there. But Tether, I'm convinced that Tether is scamming. I'm so, even though I have no evidence, I feel it in my bones. I feel it, and I'm thinking they're printing the money to buy Bitcoins, and if I was doing that, I would do technical analysis and see this trend line. I'd make sure that Bitcoin always got bought up on this trend line, and I think that's what they're doing. So when we see this thing roll over and touch this trend line and bounce off of it, it just has to break this high. Bitcoin has to break this high up here. Hang on 1 second. And then we're going to 14,000. See you when I see you. Right? 14,000 is where we're going to go. Right up here. We're going to 14,000. Now, why 14,000? Why only 14,000? It's well, for several reasons. I think we can do AB. Let me see here. I think it was an AB equals CD. That takes us up there.
But why only? That sounds amazing.
I know.
Like we are spoiled traders, spoiled Bitcoin holders. Like, whoa, only 14K. That's like 20% in matter of like 2 weeks. That's not so much.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing. Nothing. I think the AB equals CD. Let's see here. Where would it be? I think it would be right about here. Let me clone this. Let's say, okay, let's take this up here. Ooh, wow, that takes us. Oh my God.
We
No.
have the 16,000 again. We have been talking about the 16,000
Oh,
before.
no.
Da
I
Vinci,
didn't see that.
did you remember we have been talking about the 16,000 level?
No, these
There
guys
you
are
go.
cruel. They set this up like perfectly.
What was the 16,000 again? Can you maybe repeat it for our audience? We
It's
have been talking about that before.
78.6. It's a 78.6.
And like it's
Oh
on
my
spot.
God,
Da Vinci, you
no.
cannot make this up. It's like on spot on the exact cent, like on the exact dollar. That's perfectly.
No. I didn't even see this, right? I just
And
drew these.
it's the end of the shorting zone. It's the end of the selling zone.
Exactly. Oh
Wow.
my God, no.
Man, we,
So
we should
you
have
have
needed that for the introduction.
Wow. So you telling me that these guys have set this thing up to go all the way to 16,000 right now? Oh my God, I didn't. You know what? I was like a little skeptical about that, but now seeing this, because I couldn't find a downward trend that lined up with any kind of fib very nicely, right? Fibonacci zone, but the upwards does. Wow, that's incredible. Those guys are real. You know what? I'm telling you, these tether guys set this up. They had to. I'm telling you. I have no proof, but I'm telling you that I feel it in my bones. They're setting
Okay.
this thing up.
And Da
What do you
Vinci,
think?
your feeling is always great. If we just remember back in 2011, the video which got like 80,000 views or so, where you said, guys, look at Bitcoin, and everyone was hating on you, and that was also some kind of a feeling in your bones, and you had that several times, like with Mount Gox and with a lot of other things, and also with the recent breakout above the 200-day moving average. So you have that feeling now again, and I mean, when you have a feeling in your bones, Da Vinci, we should listen to that.
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not always right. But this really feels right. I mean, when you're talking about tether, some things like it's really simple to say it feels something's wrong with tether. All they have to do for my feeling to go away completely, is just call up Deloitte, call up Ernst and Young, it's one of those guys, and have them do an audit. And
Yes.
then I'll even invest in Tether. I'll even save my money in Tether. Heck, if they did just that, but no, they don't want to. Why?
You know what? We met the CEO of Goldman Sachs in Davos. Maybe we should give him a call and ask him what the F is his plan.
Goldman Sachs? Oh well, no,
Yeah,
they're not
man.
going
I
to
mean,
do
they are
anything.
all the same. They are all the same. That's crazy. That's really crazy. And before we go on, maybe we can do a little thing. We really wanted to mention something, because a lot of people are asking us how they can take advantage of these crazy volatile situation. So the rule number one is be cautious, because this huge wicks to the up and to the downside tend to hurt people's feeling. But that being said, if you are cautious and you want to take advantage of that, educated and with a well calculated risk, we are doing that on Bybit actually, and let me just, because it's lagging a bit, we are doing that on Bybit actually. We have migrated completely over to them, and we have a very funny news, because what they are doing is they are going to be integrated. You can see that in this announcement on TradingView, so you can basically trade on leverage from TradingView being logged in on Bybit. So if you want to join Bybit also, you will get not only the $60 bonus, only with our link in the description, you will get additionally $50 additionally. So you will get a $110 free bonus. It is an affiliate link. You are supporting the channel. You are supporting us with that. So thank you so much. So if you want to take advantage of that, educated and with a calculated risk, you can do that. And please, guys, don't go on a savage 100x leverage trade. That will most probably like rip you off. If you want to do it only with a $110 bonus. That's basically a $11,000 trade for free. If you lose the $110, it was for free anyways. But please be cautious. And also, as the last thing, you can trade also on leverage with altcoins, Ethereum, EOS, and XRP. That was everything so far. Da Vinci, I must say I'm a little bit pumped right now because what you found out there, and oh, there I'm back. It's not lagging. Perfect. What you found out there is actually really amazing. What's
Yeah.
the likelihood? What's the likelihood for that? I mean, we have been talking now about bouncing off from this trend line and then maybe following the AB equals CD, going to 16,000. But what's the likelihood? Do you think this is like 51%, or are we talking about a significant likelihood?
I would say it's right now, honestly, it's 50-50 because you have to say, okay, well, definitely in a downtrend, right? Based on technical analysis. But it's 50-50 based on technical analysis. But I would say with my gut, I would go with the long side because it's like it's the most unlikely scenario, right?
Yes, yes,
That most
yes.
traders are looking at. Most traders are looking at the charts and going, "Yeah, we're going down." And because most traders are going short, there's a probability that you know what you can get. This could be turned into a short squeeze and go higher,
Let me
go
please
all
mention
16
something, Da Vinci. You will remember that. Because you said it. The market is designed to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. So when everyone is going short and you have a lot of fuel to the upside because there might be short liquidations, that might open huge opportunities for everyone in the market who is aware of that. So thank you so much for sharing that also, Da Vinci. And yeah,
Let's
we
take a
also
look at a trade. Let's take a look at a trade. Let's see if we can find a trade to get in
sure.
on this particular upside if we're going there. So if you wanted to get into a trade on this, right? You were like, okay, so where would I get in on this action? We're gonna have to like go down to the shorter time frames and zoom in a little bit and see where we can what we can see here. So because Bitcoin loves fibs, loves its Fibonacci's, let's see if we can find an entry point, a decent entry point. It already came down to the 50% level. The 61.8 from here is below this trend line, which is still possible. I would suggest you put your buy orders at the 61.8 or even the 78.6 because a dip down is not indicative of a definite breakdown. We have to break if Bitcoin's going lower, it has to break this level here. It has to. Absolutely.
What's the price?
That price level is what is it? Hang on, let me just put the magnet so we can get
9,600 approximately.
It's $9,614. So we have to break that level in order to say Bitcoin is going lower. And so I don't. The thing is, right? If we come down in here, if we don't break that level and just comes into this buying area, here, let me just mark the buying area. Oops.
Also, in the meantime, guys, if you are excited about that setup and what Da Vinci has been sharing with us right now, please make sure you take a fraction of a second and smash up the like button. It supports us and it's completely for free for you. So please, Da Vinci, let's go on.
So let's say we wanted to get into this long. I mean, honestly, you could do it right from here, and that's a 15%. That's huge risk, right? 15% risk all the way up. But let's see what we can get from that 15% risk. More than a 2-to-1, almost a 3-to-1, right? Risk to reward ratio. Kind of heavy on the losses though. So you want to get into at a nicer position. Probably the best position was right here at the 50%, at 10%. But really what we want is less than 10%. We want like a 5% risk.
Right? We don't really like the risk. We like the gains.
Exactly. So we want like a 5% risk. So it's all the way down to 71.6. We might come down there actually. You know what? If you want to wait, or you could always sprinkle your buy orders all the way. Once we get down to this line, I think we're going to come back here. I really do believe we're going to come back to this purple line, which is the long-term trend line, and you can start sprinkle your buy orders down here all the way down to here, because we don't know for sure if we're going to come all the way down here and get the best risk to reward ratio.
Yes.
Looks like we could, because we've got a 5% risk to reward ratio here on this Fibonacci. So don't be surprised if we do. We come all screaming down here and then bounce and see you when I see you. It's not going to be like right away, but rapidly. But I mean, that would be a signal. Once we break through and pass through this purple line, we're not coming back.
Wow, that would be amazing to see. And for everyone wondering right now, oh, where is the trend line at? Where's the buying zone at? And so on. We will obviously also share, as always, the Coinergy setup in our Telegram group. You can just go there, and the link is also in the description down below. You will find it there and actually see the exact setup also, guys. And yeah, DaVinci, that looks like a perfect game plan so far. So all we have to do is just like set it up and let the time tell us whether we are right or wrong.
Exactly. So we just have to wait and see what happens. I mean, I prefer that the Bitcoin just came back down just to the line and then bounced off there, right? And that would really help us set up the trade, be more confident in the trade, because it wouldn't break, and doesn't break this low. It would really increase the confidence level.
Yes. So that's perfect. So far, so good. The Bitcoin part is already over. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And honestly, man, I'm already surprised. We didn't talk about that before. Thanks for that, DaVinci. And yeah, we can see it already on the top. You want to talk about Cardano also because that was the most suggested altcoin and also the most upvoted altcoin. So maybe we can go over, and also a shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for commenting last video. You can comment this one also with your favorite altcoin. And as you can see, if you upvote each other's altcoin, the likelihood is higher that it gets chosen. So how is it about Cardano? Is there anything like positive to say or negative to say regarding the TA?
Well, I think in the dollar, on the dollar value of Cardano, I'm not seeing some good signs here. We've got a gap here. We've got a gap here, right? Cardano looks like it wants to roll over and touch the 200-day moving average. And then, yeah, so where'd my gap go? There it is, right? And so, yeah, I don't see a positive thing here going with, and then with Bitcoin wanting to go up, oh my God, Jesus, this thing's gonna get crushed.
maybe it will get more crushed in Bitcoin, but also in US dollar it can get crushed, yeah.
Exactly. Now, do I see any kind of like structure saying, hey, you know what, this thing wants to collapse completely? No, I don't. So I would say that let's draw a trend line and see where this thing might bounce.
Also, I want to remind the people, in the end, we will share DavinciJ15's very special altcoin picks and also tell you how you can take advantage of these altcoin picks or of future altcoin picks in the future. So make sure you wait until the end. You really want to see that.
So yeah, we're looking at like 6 cents or something like that, around the 6 cents area. We might bounce off of here and go a little bit higher. I don't think we're going to test those gaps. I think Cardano, because it has a lot of support, is probably going to go a lot higher eventually in the summertime. So, but for now, we're looking a little laggy here on the dollar value of Cardano. Looking at the Bitcoin side of it, yeah, this thing looks like nonsense. It's not going anywhere. It looks like it's dead in the water.
It looks like nonsense. That's so funny, man. Yeah, sometimes charts make no sense at all.
I know. We got a ski slope down here. We went sideways and another ski slope. I think at best we can hope for is Cardano goes sideways sometime in the future. Because this thing does not look good in the Bitcoin side. I'm a little depressed about that because because I've got a lot of alt bags, right? I'm this guy right here.
So
If anybody's seen this video, right, you should check it out. It's very funny. I'm this guy right here with my alt bags. And you know
guys,
what?
make sure you check it out.
You know what? I feel that the alts have bottomed because a lot of people are in the despair phase of alts. They're just selling their alts at the bottom, and that's why I've started picking up alts, right? And let's just go on to my alt story, my little alt story.
Yes,
I've been
yes.
picking up alts and selling them on half, on a double. But the thing is, am I that big of a whale? Because here, I call the top. I got right there. I sold my altcoins here, and nobody took the buy orders. I'm still waiting for my sell order to be hit.
It
I'm
was
like,
too
oh
big,
my God.
DaVinci. Your sell order was too big.
Oh my God. And same here and same down here. I'm like, get real, people. Right? Are you kidding me? I mean, like, I didn't get my fill on all 3 orders. But you know what? That's the life of a trader. Well, actually, that's just investment. I'm not trading. I'm investing. And yeah, I mean, I just got unlucky.
DaVinci, as happens, it can happen, but you were able to sell some of your bags actually. And for everyone who wants to take advantage of his trades, one thing to do is be subscribed to our channel, hit the bell. Second thing is to do, be subscribed to DaVinci's channel, hit the bell, and also very important, be subscribed also to his Twitter channel, where he is really sharing his trades in close to absolute real time. So DaVinci, let's put things together. My face is lagging again a little bit. I hope it's getting better, but you are just fine right now. So for Bitcoin, we have a really, really bullish scenario upcoming maybe when it comes to your gut feeling. And for the altcoins, more or less, there is a bearish scenario when it comes to your gut feeling and when Bitcoin is going up. But we also want to say it might be a positive thing because people can actually also take advantage on falling alt prices. We just want to say that. Some people just say, oh yeah, altcoins are falling, I cannot take advantage of that. They can obviously also do that. And I mean, if Bitcoin is going up, that's a very good thing. We are all moon boys. So I really want to thank you so much for that. We have to wrap it up somehow soon. Do you have to mention anything before we wrap up today's episode, DaVinci?
Yeah, we've lowered the price of Pandora's wallet, so you can get it at half the cost that it used to be, if you're interested. And yeah, so I hope that everybody is enjoying this ride and has some skin in the game. I would hate to see that our 30,000 audience that watches our video every once in a while that we post it. I would hope that everybody has Bitcoins and nobody's like, oh yeah, I'm a no coiner. I'm just watching here because it's entertaining. Oh please, people, at least buy $100 worth.
Exactly. we have said that so often. I mean, many people don't buy in because they want to have cheaper prices, but we have always said you need a long-term holding portfolio no matter what, and then you can have a trading portfolio trying to outperform the market. But if you only have a trading portfolio, at some point of time, the likelihood is very high that the market will leave you behind, and then you might never catch up. So it's very good that you said that again, and everyone watching that should ask or question himself, do you have skin in the game? Do you have a calculated risk in the game right now? Or do you really want to wait until the market goes lower and throw your whole money in one bucket? So that's very, very important. And you mentioned Pandora's wallet. Guys, it's even cheaper right now. It was cheap before. I don't know, DaVinci, why you're doing it, but it's cheaper right now. Guys, check it out. There is a link in the description. You get the first month for free. You can extend it even. And afterwards, you get a very free and special offer. You can see that on the website. Check it out. And yeah, DaVinci, thank you so much. Do you have maybe like 3 words to say before we wrap up today's episode?
Yeah, people, don't get wrecked.
Do not get wrecked. So thank you so much for watching, guys. We will see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto. If you are interested in our Bible tutorial, it is popping up here on the screen right now. Click it right there, right now. Check out our Bible tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see each other at the next episode of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.